My name's Marco, I'm a property investor, developer and mentor. And today I'm talking all about my coaching and mentoring plans, what they are, what they include, who they're aimed at, and maybe after watching this video to the very end, you may feel that a coaching and mentoring service could be right for you. So first of all, most important question, what is a property coach? What is a property mentor? Because really these two things are slightly different. It's having someone in your corner, having someone you can go to for a second opinion. Maybe you're purchasing property, but you've got questions and you're not too sure which property is best, or maybe you're not too sure how to run the numbers. It's having someone there who's got your back, who is able to answer those questions at short notice and give you confidence. And that confidence to invest is really key to being successful as an investor. As if you don't have that confidence to invest, especially in property, it really will hamper you actually getting going and starting a property portfolio journey. And more often than not, the quicker you start, the more success you're going to have and the faster you're going to get to that goal. Whether that goal be, having a portfolio of 10 plus properties or having a portfolio worth £1 million plus. Now, a coach can help develop your knowledge and help increase your property skill set. And this is ever so crucial, especially in today's market when everyone's got access to properties on Rightmove and Zoopla. So how can you have that edge? Well, first of all, you need that base level of knowledge, that base level of property skill, expertise, and know-how to even compete in today's market. An expert like me can help deliver this and can help pass on the knowledge that I've learned and accumulated over the years onto you, so you'll be better equipped and have more confidence to invest in property on your own terms. You ought to consider working with a mentor who's been there, done that and got the t-shirt. Someone like me who scaled property portfolios. I started like everyone else. I started with one property. Now I've got 24 plus in my portfolio, depending on when you're watching this video. You can learn the tips and tricks from mentors like me and help fast track your property portfolio journey from maybe what could take 10 or 20 years by yourself to a handful of years working with me or another mentor. So now you've got a better idea about what coaching and mentoring is and the slight differences between them too. So let's come on to who this coaching and mentoring plan is absolutely perfect for. First of all, stating the obvious, it's incredible for those that are new to property to gain that property skill set and expertise. Second of all, it's also perfect for those investors that maybe have one or two properties. They could have inherited them, or maybe they bought them with no real clarity or structure in place. It's ideal to help those types of investors scale their property portfolios and add value there. Third of all, it's great for those who want to earn an income through property. Fourth, it's great for those who need expert help sourcing, buying, negotiating, and acquiring properties at really good price points. Fifth, this is great for investors who want to learn how to better finance property purchases and property acquisitions. A lot of people are still buying, in cash, or maybe buying with leverage or with mortgages, but not in the right way. Sixth, this is great for investors that want to better analyze property deals. Maybe you're a person that struggles with analyzing property deals and especially struggles with numbers. I can help, make this very nice and simple and introduce a very simple framework for you to analyze property deals. And, from this framework and from this template, you'll be able to go yes or no to a particular property. So last of all, my coaching and mentoring plans are perfect for investors that may lack confidence. Those investors that want to increase their confidence in property and invest with confidence. And maybe, after working with me for maybe 12 months, you'll be self-sufficient and you'll be able to invest in property on your own terms. So now we've gone over who coaching and mentoring is perfect for. Let's come on to what my aim is for you. After our length of time working together, what's my aim? Well, as I've already alluded to in the previous section, my aim is for you to be self-sufficient and for you to invest with confidence and invest in property on your own. So it's as simple as that. That's my goal, and that's what all my energy, effort, and time is put into, for you to be self-sufficient and for you to invest in property in your own time. So now we know what the aim is. Well, why me? Why Marco? Why am I skilled or qualified to talk about this particular area? First of all, I've been there, I've done that, I've got the t-shirt. I've scaled a property portfolio myself from one property to 24 plus properties, depending when you're watching this video. So again, I can pass down all the tricks and tips and secrets and wisdom and failures that I've learned over a decade to you, and you'll be able to fast track your journey. So maybe it could take you 10 or 20 years by yourself, but working with me or another coach and mentor, you could maybe achieve that within a couple of years. Second of all, why me? Well, I've been in property 10 plus years. I became a millionaire through property when I turned 27, and I don't think a lot of mentors and coaches, can say the same for themselves. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not all about money. It's about maybe creating a portfolio to pass down to your family and to your children. Or maybe you want to get into property because you like providing accommodation, or maybe you like getting into property to provide a roof over people's heads. And lastly, why me is I've been involved in over 300 property transactions. So again, because I've been involved in so many property transactions, I've got a good understanding of, maybe from an investor point of view, that is, what's required and what questions to ask, and maybe how to better negotiate property purchases. So let's move on to the process and what's included within my coaching and mentoring plan. Now, first of all, we have regular coaching sessions together, and this is determined by which plan you opt for. And within these sessions, we cover quite a lot of detail. So first of all, we always talk and touch base about the property offers we've submitted and the viewings we've been on. Next, we come on to actually learning something new. Could be learning maybe about the legal process and how the legal part of purchasing a property works. Maybe it could be learning about the finance side of property, how do mortgages work and how do we actually work out our return on investment. So we learn something new in a session. And lastly, we end the session with kind of questions. So, I encourage all my mentees to, save up a couple of questions so that when we have our session together, the more complex questions that really can't be answered over the phone or via text and things of that nature, we can talk about those questions in a bit more detail within the session itself. Now, the session is really important because it allows you to overcome your issues. It allows you to come to me, for a second opinion, run your ideas past me, and how can I help solve your issues on your behalf. But here's the thing, I'll help you solve them, but I want you to solve them by yourself. And that's the whole idea behind a coach. A coach doesn't give you the answers, they'll help you get to the answer yourself. So of course, don't get me wrong, when we first start working together, I'll be giving you the answers and the solutions. Now, gradually over time, my aim as a coach and mentor is to be able to make you think a bit differently and for you to be able to think about the solution yourself. So I'll actually prompt you with questions, and these questions will make you think, and I guarantee you'll come up with a solution by yourself rather than me telling you how to fix that problem. And a great thing about these sessions is it helps me guide you to be able to invest in property with confidence. Maybe I'll be steering you in the right direction where you by yourself, you may be going off on a tangent, maybe exploring an area that's not that profitable, or maybe chasing a high yield. And as we know, sometimes when you chase a high yield, you get stung by a very poor capital appreciation. So another really important part of the plan is that you get direct access to me, but not only to me, but to my team, also my team of property experts. So you've got direct one-to-one contact with myself and my team. So it's really good because you can get a second opinion in a very quick way. So, maybe you've seen a property, you've gone to view it and you've got a couple of questions. Well, you can message me and my team and we'll get back to you with a second opinion. So, you've always got someone in your corner, someone, working for you, and someone you can go to if you need help. Also on the program, we do site visits. So we'll visit properties, we'll go through, what I look for when I'm viewing a properties. We'll also look at developments too. And, I'll utilize my wider property network and we'll go on site visits, view all different types of properties and better enhance your property knowledge and property skill set. Now, not only do you have access to me and my team, but you also have access to the trusted property professionals, the third parties, the suppliers that I work with too. So again, there's no need to find your own mortgage broker and find your own solicitor. Just work with the ones that I use, I trust, I like, and I know. And again, I can make those introductions. Okay, so before we conclude, there's a few more things that are included in the plan. First of all, you get free access to our monthly property networking meeting, which is really good. It's an opportunity for you not only to meet me, but to meet other investors, other seasoned investors that are experienced in property, maybe undergoing different strategies. This is a real safe area where we help each other and share best practice. So maybe you've got a question you want to ask to the group, and I guarantee someone's already encountered that issue before, and they'll be able to tell you how they solved that issue. Lastly, you will also get access to my private property investor WhatsApp group. This is an exclusive group where we have property investors in. And again, it's a real safe space where we share best practice, we can post questions and get responses in a very fast manner. And we've got a very good number of investors in the group now, all the way ranging from complete novices, beginners who are more than welcome and get so much value from the group, all the way to seasoned investors with 10, 100 million pound plus portfolios. So no question is too big or small. Now, very briefly, I want to talk about some case studies and success stories from my current mentees and previous mentees. Now, first of all, I'm working with an investor called Matthew. Now, Matthew already has 2 buy-to-let properties, but I'm helping Matthew scale his journey and go from 2 to 10. Now, here's the thing, we haven't really put a number on 10. What's important to Matthew is that he's got a certain annual income through property investing, and that will allow him to go part-time in his job and maybe even quit his job in entirety in the years to come. Now, I'm also working with an investor called Vanessa. Now, Vanessa is one of my mentees, and she's investing in property to build a portfolio for her and her family. Something that she can hand down to her children. But not only that, something that can provide her with a good, solid income so that she can retire via property and again can go from working full-time down to part-time and reduce those hours. Now, Vanessa doesn't have any property at all, but she's already agreed the purchase on a very first buy-to-let property, which is absolutely great, and I'm very happy for her. So whether you've got 1 or 2 properties, or you've actually got no properties and you're completely new to property investing, this coaching and mentoring service is absolutely perfect for you. It's best suited for you and it's specifically made with you in mind. So lastly, what to do now? So, know if you're interested in talking to me about the coaching and mentoring service, well, if you're on my website, simply scroll down and book a call with me, nice and easy. But if you're not, if you're watching this maybe via YouTube, head to the description. I'll put a link into the description where you can book, again, a call with me and find out a bit more about the service and maybe how I can help you. And we'll be able to work out if we're a right fit for each other. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching this video and taking your time to learn a bit more about the coaching and mentoring plan. And I hope to see you very shortly. Goodbye.